Hey, what's up? It's your girl Susie from Westcoast Radio. We're here in Barrio, and I'm with two beautiful souls in the station. With me, I have Pscilla and Kate. But first of all, I want to ask, so how does it feel to be from the West Coast?
I love it. Oh my God, literally insane. I love rapping West Coast in California.
San Diego.
Yes. I want to hype it up.
Throw your dubs. Throw your dubs.
Amazing, yes.
So introduce yourself. Let the people know a little bit about yourself.
My name is Kate Delos Santos. I'm a singer-songwriter, born and raised here in San Diego, California. I make R&B music. I produce in my bedroom. And yeah, I just make a lot of cool music here in San Diego.
Yes, you do. I'm Pscilla. I also make music, singer-songwriter, and it's like R&B Latin vibes.
Oh, okay. I've noticed that you guys been in the kitchen prepping on some singles for us. I'm excited, and so the people are. So what do you guys have in store for us?
Well, coming up, we actually just dropped a song.
Mm-hmm.
It's called One More Kiss. It's like a Spanish, English ballad vibe, but we're releasing a couple new versions of the song in salsa and bachata.
Ooh.
Little remixes.
I love a remix.
Yeah, it's fun. I've never done remixes on this level, and the fact that it's like a different style with the whole Latin vibe, doing bachata and salsa. Super cool. Yeah.
It's something new, exciting. It brings good energy to the ear.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it's the song originally soulful, and then you bring them a good vibe.
You can dance to it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm excited to let the people hear all about that. There's something empowering when women get together, especially in the music business. So, how'd you guys meet and start working?
I love this story.
I know.
It's a cool way of meeting. Okay, so I went to an engineering school to learn some technical stuff for music and recording, and it was I think 2018, 2019 or so. I think 2018.
It was 2018.
Yeah. And I actually sat next to her younger brother, and I remember one day he was like, "I have a sister. You and her would be great friends. She's awesome. She makes music. She makes R&B. She lives in LA at the time."
I did.
And so I was just like, okay. And then he gave me her Instagram, and I followed her, and I was like, this bitch is so cool. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
And so we followed each other, and I guess at first it was internet friends because you lived far, but then eventually we met up and just started hanging out more, and then you finally moved back home.
Oh.
Yes. I love that button.
Shout out to the homie though, right? Shout out to the friend.
No,
my
brother.
It was so funny because he came to me and he was like, I met someone and you guys would just get along so well. And I was like, well, thanks for putting me on.
Friend matchmaker.
Your brother knows you well.
Yes.
Oh. So your music just dropped the one more kiss, and if those people who don't know or don't follow you, share the story, the history of how that song was made.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we made it in March of this past year. I think we were both kind of freshly out of relationships.
Yeah, and simp.
Yeah, simp vibes. And we just got together. We were at that time just hanging out every weekend, and we were in my apartment. I have a setup in my apartment, and we just she brought her guitar, she played her guitar, we wrote to it there, recorded it, and literally the version that we released was made in my apartment, us together.
Wow.
You can kind of hear the street. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can hear
downtown. The street and everything in the ambiance too.
Right.
We kept it
very organic.
Yeah, super organic, and we didn't really edit that much past that original version.
Yeah, other than the remixes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's super dope. I love that's very organic, and you can tell when someone gets together and makes beautiful music that it's good quality and quantity, because you know a lot of people try to try too hard sometimes, and no, for sure. It's funny how you said you guys just came out with the heart, a breakup, and it seems like Mary J. Blige, right? A lot of her songs were just out of a breakup, and it seems as if those are actually her great successful songs. Yeah. Can you speak on something like that? Coming out of a breakup, do you seem your songwriting is more impactful?
Yes.
Oh yes, totally. Yeah. I think at that time, I was waking up every day and just writing every day, multiple songs, because it's you have an emotion and you just want to let it out, and that's the perfect way to do it. Just making a song. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's super cathartic, and I feel like we both have that in common. And like when we were going through that breakup, we were like kind of in the same mindset, and I think that's where that song was kind of birthed from too, because like we were experiencing like a lot of the same kind of feelings. I feel like our relationship, how it ended, was similar timelines,
similar stories, like everything.
Terrible people. But yeah, like it was interesting how time goes on. You look back and you reflect, and it's so beautiful because now we have that as like a time capsule from that period of our life.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was a minor setback for a major comeback.
Yes.
Say that.
Yes.
No, definitely. No, I love that. And you know, so speaking on songwriting, both of you guys songwrite and like play instruments. Do you also play instruments, Ella?
Yeah, I play guitar as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What other instruments do you guys play?
She's more on the instrument side than me.
Yeah.
I like dabble. I play electric bass, piano, guitar. I don't know. I just really have a pretty good ear, so I've always loved to just pick up instruments. And I might not be able to play it amazingly and super fluently, but it's like enough to get along and enough to like make a song with like the samples I make. Or it's super cool with technology now because you can really like pick the best takes out of like 100. So you know, it's pretty cool how a modern music production works. So a few instruments, and then also it's like on the keyboard you can like choose different sounds from that keyboard. So yes, you can play the piano, but like with today's internet, it's like playing like a million instruments at the fingertips.
And you have drums, you have guitar.
It's
the motherboard.
Yes.
For One More Kiss, are we expecting any visuals?
Yes.
I'm super excited. We filmed this music video and it's beautiful. I can't wait to show everybody.
Ooh, who directed it? Just give them a shout out.
Jay Reyes, I forget his Instagram, but Jeff Reyes.
Okay.
He's San Diego, born and raised, super dope.
Oh, I love it. It's all local.
Yes.
It's all local. The whole team, pretty much, for like the original song was local.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even like the cover art too. She's also from San Diego.
Yeah, talk about a team a little bit more. Like how, what's the importance of having a team behind your career?
Oh man, I feel like it's so important. I've only recently, I think us both we've recently been working with a team, you know, like we're very self-sufficient artists as well. So like we're used to doing everything ourselves, but it just completely changes the game when you have other perspectives, I think.
Totally, because it's like, you know, when we make a song and it's just us, like for example, we got our song mixed by David at Innovation Studios, and he has an amazing ear for mixing that like either of us don't really have. I mean, we can mix for ourselves, but it's not as like clean and precise. So when we recorded our original version for One More Kiss, like we went straight to David for him to mix it and edit it, because it's nice to have somebody else kind of polish it for you, because it's like after you've listened to it 100 times, it's like it all sounds the same and you can't edit it anymore. So having fresh perspectives, and then we also had Sage on the remixes as well, and he did a great job.
Yeah, it's always nice to have another pair of ears or eyes on something, and to have a team like that supports you and have complement each other. You know, that's really imperative, and definitely will keep your success going. What's your guys' favorite part of making a song? Is it songwriting, recording, the visual? What would you say your favorite
That's such
part?
a hard question.
It is hard.
I feel like every stage I really enjoyed. My favorite probably was just like writing the song, like the first night that like we wrote it. It just felt like kind of magical. That sounds cliche. It sounds so cliche, but like, you know, those recordings in the song are like from that night. Like, you know, we didn't really touch them or re-record them at all. It just all kind of birthed within that night. I mean, you added some more stuff, but like the majority like meat part of it was recorded that night.
The meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes.
Awesome.
My favorite part, I think in general, and with this too, is also the songwriting. It's like, that's the best part to me, because you could just get so immersed. I feel like you don't even realize what you're doing sometimes. It's the zone, you know.
Right. No, definitely. Like going back to the songwriting, and like, you know, you're going through whatever emotions you're going through, and just journaling is a very important process. Now that goes without even being and trying to songwrite, you know, or even trying to create poetry. Journaling is like overall very healthy for the individual, and it's like highly recommended. I personally been starting to journal, like in terms of like spiritual wise, you know, it helps with a lot with your like healing process and just growing. Journaling becomes your best friend. You know, it's very very nice to, you know, especially nowadays, like a lot of people don't songwrite no more. You know, a lot of people. Do you guys ever thought about like ghostwriting for other artists, or would you take that opportunity?
We do actually. That's so funny. We do all types of stuff on the side. We like make songs for
like custom songs for people.
Oh, that's awesome!
Like random songs.
Hit up your girls.
Like we love. It's a good challenge. We were just talking about this the other day because we do these kind of like contracted, personalized songs for this company, and you know sometimes they're challenging because it's things kind of out of our comfort zone, and it forces you to write about something that you wouldn't have thought about or went in a direction.
Someone else's life and perspective.
Yes,
you know, like coming to you with what they want. Which is interesting.
It's a good little workout.
It's a challenge.
I'm sure it's a challenge because you're trying to like put words from their feelings that you may not feel. So that probably is a challenge to like formulate a feeling that they feel. You know, so people like you are very talented to like do that. Not a lot of people can just like put it on paper. You know, like people can just say, "Oh, fuck you," but you have it in a way that's like. We're way more sensual, you know, way more feels.
Totally.
Speaking of having dope women in here, as a female artist, talk about the importance of having another female as part of your music career.
It's so important. It's so important, and I feel like within the past like year, it's been more apparent to me how like small the industry is, especially when it comes to women. And you really just there's like kind of sometimes a competitive vibe. I feel like within the space when it comes to female musicians, and like I feel like we both just want to see everyone prosper in this industry and like kind of like piggyback off each other and help each other and you know grow together. And I think we have that like in common for sure, that we want to just see everybody eat, like have a spot at the table kind of thing. So it's so important to like help out and you know bring up your women with you.
I agree. It's refreshing, honestly. You don't find it a lot. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, no, you don't. It's very, very true. I think there's a lot of competition among women, unfortunately. You know, I think maybe that's something that has passed down throughout generations and cultures, and it's and it's always been a male dominant world, you know. So then it's harder for women to really get together. But women like you that are doing it really set the example of that it's possible. And just keep doing the damn thing, you know? Speaking of other female artists, what other female artists that you would like to work with that you haven't?
Ooh, that's such a good question. I'd like to work with. Well, okay, I guess I don't really have... Wait, I just realized this is you. I was going to say a female producer. A female producer, but like her and I have been working together. I mean, but I think in general, I would love to work with more female producers, like on the music side of things, you know?
Female producers, holla.
Female producers for sure, and like obviously like we have our dream collabs, like SZA, Kehlani, I love them. Like obviously like in a dream world, if something
and the
were to
bigger
happen,
aspect,
like that's so like dream goals. I love Gwen Bunn to Ombre, like dream people I want to like collab with. I don't know, just like random like that's amazing.
I've noticed that both of you guys like do cover songs. Are we expecting any more cover songs, or are you just solely focused on like projects?
I mean, I'm always down to do a cover song. Always.
Yeah.
I think as of now, I've been kind of just focusing more on original stuff, but like I love to practice covers and like learn new songs, especially like on the instrumentation side, because it like helps me understand how like, you know, the chord progressions of that sound and how I can kind of like copy it or like
Incorporate
and incorporate it and like
Yeah.
you know take inspiration. So I actually love covers for that, like for that reason, and like covering really old music too. You do that a lot too. We sing like oldies or like you know just a lot of older types of music that we don't hear on the radio like now. I feel like that's super important because we love that old school kind of like soul vibe. So love covering that type of stuff for sure.
Totally.
Yeah, since we're on covers, Kate, I've noticed that I dive into your YouTube, and since you were a kid.
I know. My dad, man, he documented me so well.
That's such a beautiful thing to have family to support you and for you to still be in the music industry to this day. Was that something that's always been so hard for you to do, or something that's been easy?
Yeah, I feel like since I was young, I've always like gravitated towards like the stage and like performing. Like I always like growing up, I did a lot of theater. Like I loved just acting and putting on makeup and being a character and singing and all that type of stuff. And like YouTube was just so fun, especially when you were younger. Like YouTube was popping. Like all the cool people had YouTubes, and like it was like really on the rise too. And it was just fun. So I wish that I kept that YouTube grind going, honestly. But when I was younger, I would literally just like post these videos straight from my webcam, and it was just so fun. But yeah, it was never hard. It was always very like
easy
naturally in tune. When I was younger, I was like obsessed with it. My mom says I was actually like a little precocious when I was younger because I would like force people to like watch me sing and stuff when I was little. I'd be like, you sit here and you're gonna listen. I'm gonna put on a show for you. Psycho. But
You're a star. That's why.
But yeah, it's okay.
Both of you have been releasing music for quite a while. And it's always been so hard, especially nowadays, the music industry is so one bit saturated. So it's really hard to, be heard. How do you manage keeping your style in this time?
I would say I don't ever like box myself into needing to stay with one style, but I do find it hard that the industry is so saturated. I think I kind of sometimes can't even think about being heard because if I do, it's going to affect the quality of my art.
Okay.
So I just really focus on making sure that I'm enjoying what I'm making. If one day I want to make a house song, I'm going to make a house song. If I want to make an R&B song, I'm going to do that. And that just that's what keeps me going.
Yeah. And I'm sure like throughout that time and still your music will evolve and be more polished and sharp. Especially you guys are not only in front of the camera or in front of the mic, but also behind the mic. So I'm sure you guys' skills will evolve and elevate. I'm really excited to see and I heard some of your music from like 4 years ago, so I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like in the next 4 years.
Yeah, even already, like my songs from 4 years ago, I joke with her all the time. I'm like, who wrote that? Because I don't even feel that way anymore.
Yeah, like 2019, you had a great run. You had Loyalty, Haze, In the Morning, you know what I mean?
Babe, I love Loyalty. Yeah. That was my first song that I listened, one of the first, or Hazy was probably like the first song or something.
Hazy's the one that cracks me up. I think my lyrics in that are love is a distraction, and I'm like, no, it's not.
At that time when you wrote it, did you come out of a relationship?
I did. Yeah. But still.
And look at you now. I'm sure like you have evolved, and
that is cool to see.
Your life has evolved, your life stories, your experiences, so that goes with your songwriting has evolved. That's essentially what's supposed to happen, right? You're supposed to evolve, Yeah. So what are your essentials when you're recording or you're songwriting? What would you say your top 3 essentials that you gotta have?
That's good. I would say definitely like a notebook to write. Water is so necessary. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, LED mood lights. I love like dark lights, like to get the vibe going.
I love that.
Vibes going, Yeah. I love a good mood lighting.
Definitely. I agree with all of that.
Yes.
I use all of that. And then also I think I want to say solitude.
Okay.
She's the only person I can record in a room with. Anybody else, I don't. Yeah, you are special. I do not do well writing in rooms with people. It's just, I don't know. So yeah, I like to be alone, and then all that. Water, mood lighting.
Yeah, solitude. Oh, that's very important.
Yeah.
very important. That's really important. That's really, really good. So, because it's like solidarity. That means like you're not easily influenced. You know what I mean? Like you don't need anybody else with you in order for you to get inspired or like to write something. You already have like the magic in you. That's really good. Since you guys are making music, are we expecting you guys to be on stage soon?
Do you have any shows coming up?
I do. I have one in October. I'm playing Escorted Trips at the Harley Davidson.
Ooh.
It's gonna be really fun. It's I think a 12 band lineup, all San Diego based, which is really cool.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, it's gonna be October 21st at the Harley Davidson. It's put on by Reality House West called Escorted Trips.
I was like Reality Housewives.
Oh, Reality House West. Yeah. It's
Throw your motherfucking doves.
Yes. Yes. But I'm excited for that, and yeah, I hope one day that we get the opportunity to like share a bill together and do shows together. That's definitely a goal. Yeah,
it is a goal. I'm kind of in the process of kind of starting that part of my career. Okay. So yeah, soon. For me.
Have a look out for that. So you guys only recorded one song, One More Kiss.
I mean,
together?
in general, together.
Technically, I feel like we have so much random stuff, but that's like our first official song together that we put out.
Yeah, she's even like helped write on like on Pillowcase. She wrote
okay.
We made that together.
The
first part of it. Yeah.
You guys ever thought about having like a like a project together?
We should.
We would actually have probably so much like fun making that.
Yeah. We should.
That'd be really dope.
I'd be with them.
Yeah. Okay. Making moves.
Yes.
I love it. What is one advice you'd like to give to your younger self, or even a young girl who's trying to pursue music?
I would tell my younger self to just like keep making the stuff that you like. Just like do things that for your enjoyment. Like that might sound kind of selfish, but it's like just keep making the things that you love, because I find myself like I improve more and become better when I'm doing the things and following the path that I want to be on and enjoy being on. So it's just keep following the things that you love, and I feel like anything that you pursue out of like true passion will always come to you tenfold.
Yeah.
So
love it.
Yeah. To add to that, I would say like don't listen to the haters, because one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies, I think it's in The Pursuit of Happiness, where he's like, when somebody can't do something for themselves, they want to tell you that you can't do it too. And I got a lot of that when I was little. So for a time, like in high school, I didn't touch music, but like before high school, like middle school, I was like a theater kid like her, like all of elementary school, choir, everything. And then it was like, do you know that it's so unrealistic to like be a singer? And then I was like, okay, I guess I shouldn't do this. But yeah, so I would tell myself not to listen to that. Just keep going. Keep going. Follow your heart, follow your passion, because it's already calling to you. You know what I mean? Like your intuition is already telling you what your true purpose is. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, and I love to see you guys like. This is very beautiful to see you two like at a young age and at your young career. This is just still like blossoming. You guys are blossoming, so it's really nice to see both of you guys like work together. Especially females. You guys have a team, and that's really dope. Thank you. Do you guys have any like plans for the rest of the year that we are expecting, other than outside from the two remixes? The remixes? Yeah. I'm definitely releasing more music very soon, so keep a lookout for that. Okay. Yeah, I think for the rest of the year, I'm just kind of focusing on finishing up some of these like live shows that I have going on with my band, Decent People, and that's my band's name. Okay. And then, I really want to release some like more music this year, but it's just crazy how time flies. Like it's already September. I know. It's like, oh my god, but definitely September new 2023. Stuff. Yeah, it's only 3 months left to the year. That is so insane. Yeah, I gotta start creating goals for next year. I know, literally. Y'all already started one, which is making a project between you guys. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. You said you have a band? Oh, yeah. Decent People, and we make like R&B, jazz-inspired music. Oh, nice. And it's live instruments, huh? Yes, pianist, bassist, drummer, saxophone. Am I missing? Yeah. And you're the lead singer? Yeah, lead singer. We've been playing for about like
4 years now, I want to
Wow.
say. Yeah. I'm super blessed, you know, to have that opportunity. And we do shows local. We played like Soda Bar. We did some other festivals in Balboa Park. And yeah, we have this Escorted Trips concert in October, which will be fun.
That's badass. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm truly excited for the remixes. Yeah, that's really, really, it's very refreshing, especially right now. Like Latin pop is very popular. So like, it's grabbing a lot of people's attention right now, and you're making a very smart, strategic move of making remixes. Remixes overall is something very fun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very fun, especially if you're remixing something like I said that's like originally sensual and pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't do it the other way around.
No.
You know what I mean? You can't have like a fast song and try to remix it slow.
Ice Spice
Yeah.
acoustic.
Yeah, that might be actually
Low-key
kind of
would
good.
be probably.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can do that, huh? Do a cover.
It's gonna be interesting.
Totally.
Are you guys taking cover requests?
Totally.
Yeah, we're so open to
Send
it.
them.
Yeah, send them on the Instagram.
Drop it in the
What kind of song? Yeah, put it down in the chat. What kind of song you would like for them to sing?
Yes.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Thank you.
Closing out, thank you again. Do you guys
you.
anything you'd like to share? Let the people know.
Well, thank you for having us. This was
Yeah.
really cool. Shout out Westcoast Radio.
Yes.
For being an awesome host. You're so great.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, we're so excited for everyone to listen to the remix, to see the video. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Are you gonna have visuals for all of the remixes?
No. I wish. That would be cool.
Yeah,
but
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, maybe one of them. That'd be dope, right?
Yes.
Because it's a very Latin
Yeah.
vibe. So
Yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe
That'd
like
be
a
lit.
bachata dance.
Yes, you were talking
salsa
about a dance moment.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
another goal for 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You're walking out with goals now with some homework.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited again. This is very beautiful. I'm love to have like women here in the station. As you can see, there's been a lot
So
of men
many.
up in here, which is a-okay. But to have women here, you know, it's very empowering, especially women working together in the music industry. And big blessings to you guys. Again, I'm excited to see what the future holds for you guys.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Closing out, it's your girl Susie from West Coast Radio.